Hello and welcome again to round 3 here. What should be a fantastic night of racing, hopefully. Fanta here, and alongside me we've got Hugo.
Hi.
Again, are you okay now? Get my map up.
You join us in Barcelona now at the Circuit de Catalunya National. It's a 1.9 mile circuit with 11 corners. And it's this family leaving the pit lane now.
Yeah, it should be interesting tonight, just with the nature of the track as well. Keep the field a bit closer.
Quite a tight circuit, and this is all starting the BMW. Currently going towards turn 5. Not turn 5, turn 10.
Just a warm-up lap here, do we think? Yeah.
Yep.
Here we go. Let's check in with our championship leader. Where is he? There he is.
Kamikaze winning the last 2 races. The last race the last 2 races I've been
Yeah,
watching,
last 2, yeah. Still no times coming in yet. Is this going to be the first one?
Coming through turn 9 now, out on the exit of turn 10. Good exit out of turn 10 is quite important to carry his maximum speed onto the straight. And he's going to come across the line now to start his to finish his hot lap. That's a one. No, that. Wait.
Yep, that was a 1:17.4 there. He pushed in. Red, is he driving in the pits? Yep.
Backs up
No, he's
against the other lap times. And Kamikaze dropping down the order there into T3 right now.
Is that Harry coming out the pits? You see some guys crossing the line. Hard to work out where everybody is when they're not in order on the racetrack from the list. The cars all squabbling for position here to try and get some decent laps in.
Yep, the gap between the top 2 is only just a 10th of a second right now. Two cars in front of him trying to get quite close to each other, so the slipstream might be.
Yeah, they're getting a good tour there. Looks as if they're racing here as well there. I don't know. The guys still to set a time. You get Dennis, he's in the pits.
So the
he's just coming out, I think.
Standings right now of the series are Kamikaze in first place with 60 points in the RACAR BMW, and his teammate is currently in third, Anderson, and he is only has 30 points, and he also has an LLP. that this is the man winning the
Yep.
championship, setting the fastest lap of the qualifying session there with a
Kamikaze.
1:15.6.
Straight back to the pits he goes.
And this is
Max. What's he do?
and
Stays in
he's
third.
gonna stay in third position.
Oh, there's somebody
I
off
think
at the
it's a
back there. Who was that? Maybe they jumped back to the pits there. There's a few more coming across the line.
just Math Gamer, who's in fourth position, half a tenth off Kamikaze. The top four actually within half a second, which is quite nice to see.
Yeah, a lot closer this week. Hopefully it stays like that for race and qualifying.
And that is the monster then pass Math Gamer there.
Pop up, see what Dave is in track. And then to hairpin. Is it?
Dave's in second place, he's just under 3/10 off Kamikaze with a 1:15.9.
I think this could be faster here. It looks good. Nope, stays where he is.
And Alamax is getting closer to Kamikaze, and that's just 0.116 seconds. Anderson is currently in 7th position.
You'll be hoping for a bit better. Listen to that BM. Sounds lovely.
Nice exhaust spots coming from there as he goes through turn 10, I think it is. Yeah, out of turn 10 now. For a hot lap, I think.
Yeah, let's see what he can improve. Oh, so not many drivers improving here.
No. Although the top 6 actually within a second, which is hopefully going to prove for some interesting racing tonight. As the BMW going way too hot into that turn, I think.
Sorry, I'm clicking a bit faster, just trying to get some guys going across the line. Oh, Dave's went top there on the list.
Oh, Dave is... That's a very good lap. Kamikaze knocks off provisional pole. We'll be able to regain that. There's about 11 minutes left of the qualifying session now. This is Alamax, who's currently in 3rd position. So
oh, he's drifting.
3 people have yet to set hot laps. Octane, who's in 4th, is not in the championships, is not setting lap yet in his Mercedes A-Class.
Yeah, he's back in the pits there. In 15th place.
And we're also...
still no improvement there. Let's see who's going round behind that Schwami.
We're also waiting for Honda CTS to set not Honda, Husa to set a fast lap, and he is on the hot lap now. A nice helicopter shot.
Oh, it doesn't look too fast there. Well, let's see.
Is OH Racing, the Huma Racing Renault coming through the final chicane, very slow there. through that chicane. It's very tight. Onto the final turn, turn 10. Out onto the main straight. Doesn't look too fast this lap.
Yeah,
We
so
might
it
be
looked a
wrong.
bit. Where's the time? 13th.
Better than last. Although All Star is quite far off the pace tonight. It seemingly he might be able to set a faster lap later on in the session.
Is Octane maybe got a penalty or that? That's how he's not going out. Here he coming round the last sector.
Anderson is the only driver in the league to have a license level penalty here in the league, which is he's only got one. The people Kamikaze in the first 2 rounds, and David Ben has also come second for both races, meaning Anderson has finished third as well as Dennis Meisner. Dennis Meisner at Imola and Anderson at the Bugatti circuits.
Dennis is in the pits. Nice game up.
So far this race, Kamikaze has won every race, got pole position at every race, and got fastest lap at every race.
Yeah, definitely that's the man to beat. And he's getting beat just now with Dave.
Yeah,
so
so Dave may be able to strip that clean sheet from him tonight, but we shall see.
Here comes Dennis in the pits. No, he's not. That was Gav, is it? Coming out the pits? Yeah.
Yes, Granovich, the number 87. I'm not sure it says that on his car.
Not seen much. The Gav tonight, but he's up. Oh, and he's flying through there. That looked good. Big risk one. The helicopter there. And he's increased it. He's up again. Don't know if it'll get him any higher, but still got a sector to go.
Getting
Last few curves.
Get a bit of a toe off the car and run onto the straight.
He improves it, but it stays in 7th.
The top 7 only separated by under a second now. He's 4 tenths off Anderson, and Dave has the gap between Dave and Kamikaze 3 tenths of a second. As we've only got 5 minutes left of the qualifying session.
Back to the guys in a minute. We'll come back to the guys at the where are they? Finishing off the lap.
Red is currently in 10th position. Will he be able to improve in that as he goes a bit onto the grass there?
All Star struggling tonight in that car.
Coming across the line now. and he's going to stay in 14th position. Octane has still yet to set a lap, and he's still in the pit lane.
And the leader comes out of the pits. Oh, sorry, it's the leader of the championship, but not this session.
Quite a close call there. So Renault is currently sitting on pole, followed by BMW. And I'm just looking to see. I think, yeah, followed by either a Renault or Mercedes. I believe he's followed by a Renault. So the Renault is seeming to perform quite well tonight. Although Matteo, yeah, the Renault's doing very well tonight.
Yeah, it's
just the BMW.
Quite balanced around that chicane.
Across the line, Red is gonna potentially improve, we shall see.
Yep, couple of positions there.
Yeah, up to 8th position.
Just see this wee Renault come through here. He's hitting the comes well there.
Onto the main straight. And across the line, Gavranovic is going to stay in 7th position there. There's Anderson, currently 3rd in the championship.
Yeah, it looks like Kamikaze behind him as well.
Kamikaze doesn't look like he's improved though.
Oh, Dennis, a bit of damage there.
Oh, yeah, looks like he's gone into a barrier or something there. Probably gone off at some point in the track. Or he's hit the rear of a different car, but I don't think that happened. That's, I think it was the first option.
Bit of improvement there. Yep.
In 4th.
Yeah, Honda. We're not seeing much of Honda tonight here. Oh, it's a car there.
That is the BMW.
Is that Dennis? Yep, that's Dennis there. What's his teammate again? He's probably back to the pits by now. As we checked back in the last game up. Just get going green. And Matteo.
Kamikaze just 600ths of a second behind Dave now. Definitely closing the gap.
Yeah, there's nothing in that, is there? That's super close. There's a jostling through the last corner. Fighting for these last.
The BMW goes very wide there.
What was that here?
And into the barrier on the other side.
He's back to the pits there. Yeah, I think he's jumped back to the pits there as well, so I think the aftermath of that.
Kamikaze then trying to keep his clean sheet. He currently is about to get tainted unless he can really set a fast lap now. He's coming around the final corner, and this is for pole position.
Yeah, he takes
he's
it.
Going to reclaim pole position. And I think Mateo's his only contender right now for pole position, and that is if Mateo can set an absolute blinder of a lap.
Well, there's a few disconnections there. Hopefully he can make it back in. Well, Kamikaze brings it back to the pits. MDL's maybe finish off here, but I'm sure just looking at it, it's actually saying practice complete there, so I don't even know if we've got another wee mini qualifying after this before the race.
I'm not too sure actually.
We'll see. It says always a bit of rush with me coming in. I've never seen the actual settings.
And Matea's going to improve, but not enough to gain a position.
I was going to ask as well, did you get a chance to maybe see the weather settings of that tonight?
I can check now, I believe, yeah. So the weather for the race is going to be for qualifying is going to be overcast, and the race is going to be heavy cloud and random. So
random.
We shall see.
Yep, random's always the one you need to look for. It's just a shame we don't get a good view of the cars in the pit box here.
No. 2 o'clock start time, in-game start time, and there'll be 24 laps complete this evening, and then next week we move over to Côte d'Azur in Monaco, I believe. Where we
next race, yep.
With some very close racing. And after that is Brands Hatch, one of my favourite tracks. And I believe this is qualifying then?
Yeah, no, 10-minute session here, qualifying. I shall put my map up.
And this is red 15. So we are just looking at Kamikaze is the one who is looking to get pole position and to keep that clean sheet.
Maybe he was just keeping a wee bit in his pocket for this session right here. It's first in track, we've got Red, and if I can try and work this out, and Dennis. Oh, getting a bit glitchy here.
Yeah.
And back there, we've got Husa. There's Harry in amongst all this, he's there.
Cars quite closely grouped together on the track now as they are starting to move on to their hot laps.
And we just find out where he's just making himself a bit of room there, Octane.
Fair enough. Trying to get rid of that dirty air.
Let me see where Honda is. Yep, right. So we'll go back to Red and Dennis that were up the front. They should be coming through and hopefully posting a time.
And I think we are going to start moving on to the lap times as Red approaches turn 10, heavy braking zone. We'll keep it nice and tidy through here.
Yep, be a bit downhill there, yep.
Then on to turn 10. Here we go for the first.
Oh, and that's Dennis sort of shape at the back there.
And he's gone off completely, I think, going into the pits.
Yeah, back to the pits, yeah. Yeah, we need to reset. Maybe pushing that a bit too early.
Is currently in provisional pole position, just 0.05 of a second behind him there is Dave. So Dave is main contender, and as Kamikaze with damage to the front of his car, I'm not too sure why that is. Proper fender bender there. This is teammate Anderson. Yet to set a lap.
Yeah, we're back to the guys that should be going across the line. Shawami moves up to 6th.
We'll see if the qualifying is as close as practice was this evening. Nearly dropped my iPad there.
It's interesting to try to find guys up the front here, Gav. There they are. Dave, looks like Dave behind him. And that was Al, put a time in there. Then went back to the pits. In fact, I just noticed you can click it on somebody in the pits and then you can see people coming by, but it's just hard to see who they are. Is the all compiling down the straight again there. Who's that? Moved up to 7th. And I think he'll be getting back to pit ship.
License level penalties are as follows. If you hit a 0, you've got no penalty. A 1 is a practice ban. A 2 is a practice ban and limited qualifying duration. This is 5 minutes. 3 is practice ban and qualifying ban. 4 is practice and qualifying ban for 2 consecutive races. 15 races will still lower your LLP as normal. 5 is a race suspension and 6 is a championship disqualification. So they got to keep it clean out on track.
Yep. Oh, Al Max is all over the cubs there. Going around the last couple of turns. See if he can improve.
Al Max currently in 3rd position. And it doesn't look like he improved in that lap.
Gav likes this section, I think. He gets a wee bit deep in there, but maybe he's just warming it up for this one. Only he's into pits. Yep, he's going pits. We check out Octane.
Matteo, the only driver to have yet to set a lap this evening.
But Mercedes looked pretty good through there as well. Octane's doing well in the championship.
And it doesn't look like he improves there. This is All-Star on the main straight. All-Star is currently in 14th position. We'll be able to improve upon that time. Doesn't look like it because he stays 10.5 seconds behind Kamikaze. This is David Ban. And he is in 2nd position, still not being able to catch up to Kamikaze as yet.
Yeah, it looks as if these are a lot of kind of warm-up laps. They're all going for a one last lap shootout.
The BMWs looked quite good around the Le Mans Bugatti circuit, but it looks like the Renaults are going to be quite good here in Spain. bringing the field closer together, hopefully, for the race. And that should provide for some exciting racing. This is Honda coming through turn 9.
His driver's not improving here.
Honda CTS in 8th position. And this is Matteo, the only driver yet to settle that though.
Next video we think it's going to try and improve your Swami coming on. We'll see. Coming behind that. Oh, and we're out. I'm glad we caught that here.
Out there. And Matteo is up into 9th
Back in track. Nobody behind him yet. And off he goes.
This is Gavra in 6th position.
Yeah, that was a lot nicer through there.
The top 3 within a second of each other. And between 4th and 9th, there's just over half a second in it. So quite close qualifying times here. This is Kamikaze with damage to the front of his vehicle. Not going to increase the gap between himself and Dave. Yeah, he goes into the pits then. And the qualifying is complete.
A couple of these drivers can maybe still get the improvement, but don't think they'll move their positions much.
Math Gamer then doesn't look like he's managed to improve there. And that is an end to the qualifying session. Now we can look forward to the race coming up in just a few moments.
And again, your top 2 are the ones that are fighting out in the championship.
Kamikaze and Dave preparing to battle out on the track as Kamikaze does keep his clean sheet of pole positions. Will he be able to keep his clean sheets of wins and fastest laps?
Back to cockpit view, that's your leader's view. Then we can see through the back.
Turn 1 just over the horizon for the drivers.
And hopefully we get a wee bit of a higher view once the race kicks in here. The moment we've all been waiting for the lights come on. So we're starting in Octane here. Again, Hugo, where do you think? What can we see there? That too close?
I think that should be fine. Going halfway down the grid, that means should be able to see some of the front and some of the back of if there's any incidents
at the
or
back.
Some fighting. So we are almost ready to get racing. The drivers just preparing themselves.
Patiently waiting here as the tension is building. Again, hopefully it's all clean and there's no disconnections or anything. And this is a long wait for keeping us at the edge of our seats.
Indeed. There are 30 laps to be raced this evening, and here we go. Some of the lights on the cars turning on. It's lights out and
Dave
away we go.
Start, yeah.
In Catalunya, you can see a BMW going down the outside, and it looks like Kamikaze is going to keep his first position, but the Renault getting quite close to himself. Also, there's lots of battling further down the grid. Some people go 3 wide. there, and it looks like Mateo's going to keep ahead of those two, and this is
it's back
Honda
Josh at the back.
CTS Mercedes, and there goes the green BMW going around, and then there's a Mercedes off the track, and there's more contact all over the place. The stuff comes flying off the gravel trap, and there goes someone straight through.
It's hairy, isn't it?
And yep, and there's a green Mercedes trying to go down the inside. He's going to have his nose in, but it doesn't look like he's close enough to make an overtake. As one of the monsters goes slightly wide.
Yeah, watching Honda there, but I think that might have been Gav. And I'll need to get my map up. Just waiting for the right opportunity.
Nice racing this evening. Alamax losing time, it looks like.
Dave just can you see that?
Pits then. Not too sure why Dave's gone into pits, probably some damage. And there goes a Renault trying to get around, the BMW trying to get down the inside of Alamax, and it looks like he's just about made it. This is Mateo. We're very close together. Not too sure what's happened to Dave, but it looks like it has ruined his race, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
I don't think he'll be finishing on second today, as he has done in every previous race. And Kamikaze getting quite close to the back of Anderson, but Anderson has taken the lead of the race. And there goes
the spinner. Dennis.
Unfortunate. And there goes the BMW getting his nose just inside of trying to get his nose inside anyway. And this Mateo followed very closely by his teammate Gavra Racing on the Honda CTS. Honda CTS taking a slightly wide line through them, he's going to concede any position. In towards turn 9. Cars are very tightly grouped. And I think Dave has left the session. Some cars choosing to race with their headlights on this evening, and that is Mateo. I mean, on the CTS second, very defensive inside line.
He's smashing the cones out the road.
It's gonna pay for him, and there's BMW trying to get around the outside of Gavra, but he's not going to be close enough there at all.
The back of the midfield pack there, red at the back, and behind him.
Oh, and the BMW they're going, losing traction, I think, and going into the barrier. Yeah, there, off the track. Unfortunately,
Dennis
big
again.
block up there.
Yep, there he is, limping back.
Red 15. Currently in 13th position. This family leading his little pack onto the main straight.
Oh, that move in there. Better stick his nose in. Hairy.
And that BMW goes slightly wide there. And there is a Renault going down the inside of going past the BMW, I think. Although that may just be my eyes deceiving me. He's going to look down the inside of the other Renault, and he's not going to be close enough there. A bit of a lock-up on one of the two Renaults. And the BMW gaining time on the back of him there then.
Yeah, we'll be watching this squabble, waiting for something to happen. They'll maybe try and nip through it. So we'll head back up the radars.
The screen.
A wee gap opening up here as he's hitting green sectors.
Kamikaze back in the lead of the race.
And Anders, it's the gap right there. Again, the drivers will be settling down. Better keep the gaps. Top 5 all on the same straight. Joined by 6 and 7 at the back.
All flying out of the final turn. Instead of leading the second group of drivers. Further back, you can see a car pulling into the middle of the straight. And it looks like there's a tussle there.
So tussle at the back, behind this one.
And the BMW is out on top, and the red runner Usa is in front of the yellow. Not too sure which one was in front a few minutes ago. But these four still very close. Usa having his headlights on. As the other runner goes down the inside, there's contact between the two of them. And the BMW is going to try and capitalise on that error made by
there's Dennis in the middle. Then it was Mathgamer, wasn't it?
I think Mathgamer made the mistake there, yes. And he's going to try and regain that position, maybe on the straight, but I do believe the BMW is more powerful along the straights in this game. And here goes Mathgamer. He's going to look to the inside. Not going to be quite close enough, trying to get that toe off the BMW. And I don't think he's going to be able to make it on the straight, although the BMW goes down the inside, and then looks like they're contact. He goes slightly off the track, and he's going to have the open. He's going to be on the outside for the next bit. And
the BM's on the outside.
He goes wide, and there's contact, and he nearly spins out. And he does spin out, and there's been contact in front of a huge crash. And Mathgamer having bodywork damage, and Dennis Meisner followed by...
Yeah, Red was at the back of all that. Yeah, it was all getting a bit silly there for a minute, but untidy.
Cone going flying off the track there. Yeah, but unfortunately the other two cars getting caught up in the error of the BMW. Just trying to... Those three are getting a bit too close there, and something was going to happen. We just didn't know when. But Kamikaze is very close behind Anderson. You see on the timing board. So it looks like Anderson is challenging.
Yeah, he's Kamikaze's back through it. Oh, but no, he's up the inside again.
Here we go.
This is the same section we just watched, a bit of fight. So, yeah, that's good driving.
Not quite close there. Very good defensive driving there from Kamikaze.
Just behind that, we've got Honda. Right, these four cars will be good to watch as the race comes.
You can see the top two in the background there. And David is disconnected from the session.
Yeah, just seen that there. I think the guys are fighting behind us. Is Dennis and this again? Where are they? As we go for round two here with these two.
Ooh, very close there. The BMW's gonna...
Oh, he's nearly pushing. He's like pushing him, he's got that much head drive. Surely that's got to be nailed on into turn one.
There. And it looks like the BMW's over Red is going to go down the inside of Husa, and Husa's
nailed
conceded that position.
Can he fight back
BMW
here? Oh, he's down off.
The power on the straights.
Yeah, that was lovely up. Getting to be fight back here. Yeah, it's looking close behind in that there. As you can see, the top two, there's a gap there as well.
And here's Honda CTS. Looks like he is approaching the back of the Renault of Alamax. I think that's Alamax anyway.
There's our drivers spreading out here as we approach the third of this race. Coming up for lap 10. And let's see, I think Kamikaze, what's happened to Kamikaze?
Is in the lead. Kamikaze then, I think he must have had some kind of collision or made a mistake somewhere, because he's definitely dropped down the order and he's going to have to regain 7 seconds to try and take back that first position. A third of the race has gone.
I don't know why I'm stacked. It looks like the top two were still in shot every minute ago there. Yeah, well that's it. Yes. Kamikaze's got his work cut out now. As you watch
Kamikaze though does seem to be regaining time. Just will he be able to regain the positions as well?
Oh,
so there goes the two teammates passing out on track.
Oh, an Octane.
Octane leading Honda CTS. Followed by Kamikaze.
Yeah, I can see Kamikaze getting right in amongst it here. Making this race a lot exciting.
Ooh, very close bit of corner cutting action there, but it's hard to not cut the corners.
Oh, he's on the limit.
The BMW having the power in the straights, will he be able to take them? There's a bit of a lock up there from Honda. Here we go. Kamikaze now getting slowed down by the back of front of him. He just needs to find a way to get past his Sid.
Yeah, he's just got to pick his corner, try and stay as close as he can, I think, round the last section.
But he can't afford to make a mistake.
Oh, there's a wee shunt there. Cam front locked up there. I'm sure they'll both get back on it here. Hopefully it didn't damage cars too much. He's real having a sniff up the inside as well.
Oh, just not there. Not getting his nose in there. Now he is on the straight. He's going to have the tow from Honda. Now
yeah,
he just needs the speed.
Got a lovely exit there. And he's got the. I make even. Oh, there's a bit of defending going on over the other side there.
They both
is he going to take it to him? And he takes it to him!
Kamikaze takes both of them on the track. But that is Honda trying to get back that.
Yeah, that was.
He's not going to quite have him.
That was lovely.
Beautiful. There. Just watching a replay on the stream.
Oh, there's another wee fight back up here down the side. No, he's got it covered.
Bit of a lock up there in the replay, and very, very, very good racing coming from Kamikaze there. Now Kamikaze has only got 2 people standing between him and victory.
And the Mechs are still fighting it out behind that. But yeah, that's Kamikaze. He'll be happy he's back into a podium position there, but don't think he'll be settling for that. You can see P2, which is right there. And that's the gap right there. You can just see Kamikaze in the background.
And you can see in the background the two Mercs, I think they're Mercs anyway, defending, battling rather, behind Kamikaze, and they're just not quite close enough for anything to happen there. And Kamikaze just needs to reduce that gap from 6.5 seconds to himself and Anderson to...
Yeah, seen this fight here coming at the back. Gavra at the back, watching red.
Who's receiving pressure from Gavra. Gavra is going to go down right to the inside.
Yeah, that's a textbook move.
Straight, he's had more speed and getting right past Husa easily there. Which means Gavra can set his eyes on the BMW in front of him. Kamikaze, they're gaining, not really gaining or losing too much time, maybe about 1/4 of a second a lap, but that gap is increasing again.
Yeah, I just noticed here Gav's actually a lap down here, so these cars are actually letting him back through. I noticed this wasn't for position yet. That's a shame. As we're back to top, lap cars and stuff there.
Kamikaze gaining time. There's a bit of flapping of the front wing on that car behind.
Yeah, he's getting lapped, that one. Bumpers all over the place.
Anyway. Yeah, he's been that, but yeah. Couldn't quite get the words out of my mouth.
Oh, and there's somebody off at the back. Is that Octane? Yeah, he's in a spin.
Ooh, multiple spins there.
Yeah, he did well to keep that out the barriers there, but he's lost a few positions there, lost 2.
Unfortunate for him.
Because Matteo's just maybe going to hold on to this one.
Matteo, yeah, just about staying ahead. Although Matteo is a lap down, so he should really be letting the other car through. Oh no, there's 2 mats on the timings board, never mind that.
Yeah, the 2 lap cars that are blue dots here are causing havoc on this racetrack. The back of this fight, hairy.
Mercedes power versus Renault power. Renault power is
is that a move there?
Keep it as there's a move, I think, down the inside.
There it is.
And the Mercedes is going to go down the inside. The Renault of
the switchback.
Matteo and Octane. Oh, and there's contact and Octane goes off the track.
I think it is hard to get 2 or 3 in there, isn't it?
Very hard to get him on too wide through there. Just one was hard enough in that section.
Let's see, Red's up to, he's just due another spin. No, he's keeping it clean.
Halfway through then.
Back to the top.
And we still have half a race of drama to go. So stay tuned.
Yeah, just if we can keep a wee eye on the time between P1 and where. Here we go. Kamikaze he's having a look here.
Yep. Kamikaze getting very close to the back of I think that's Alamax, trying to find a way past.
He's just so good under the braking there.
Very, very good. And that Renault almost getting caught up in the action.
Yeah, he's seen that and that was quite good. He got out of the road.
Luckily, keeping it nice and clean.
P2 then. Kamikaze.
Kamikaze now only one person standing between himself and the victory at the race. There's just 4 seconds between them, 4 and a bit seconds.
Yeah, that'll come down pretty quick, and I'm sure if he doesn't make any mistakes there, but he nearly binned it there. Yeah, there's plenty of time for him to get back into P1. He can keep his pace up.
There is an imminent battle between the top 2 and another factor to spice up the things is that they are in the same team, so contact is the one thing they must avoid, because right now, either way the team will get the same amount of points. They're going to have to be very careful about how they conduct themselves for an overtaking.
Oh, there's a big crash for the PM.
Very wide there, hitting the tyre wall there.
Yeah, surely that's damage.
And
yeah, straight into the pits.
Luckily that happened just before the pits. The entrance and not after.
Yeah, if you're going to crash there, you've got less distance to travel back, but fixing damage, it takes a long time.
Very unfortunate then. Drivers got to keep their themselves focused. You see him putting just in the corner.
You see him putting in the left corner there. If you can check in with that there. Where is it? There he's there. Don't see much.
Repair being carried out then. Maybe there for quite a while, because it looked quite severe. Kamikaze still gaining time on his fellow teammate Anderson, but he is receiving a bit of pressure from
Max. He's keeping it tidy there.
Think he's going to be too much of a contender there. Alamax is currently 7th in the drivers' championship, so that's quite good. His teammate Dave out of the race, unfortunately.
And Dennis just returned to the track here as well after that shunt.
It'll be quite interesting to see if Anderson wins, because that will definitely spice up the standings right now, where Kamikaze is still gaining time.
Yes, that's it. Someday unlock myself, is that again? Yeah, I'll be Dennis that again.
The Constructors Championships championship is currently looking at this. Our team RACAR or RACAR, the BMW's currently in the first place with 90 points, followed by Dual Racing Team in the Renaults having 71 points, followed by IBAC with 56 points. They are BMW as well. OH Racing 35 points in the Mercedes. GM Racing in the Renault, which is the Monster, on 29 points. ADIS and Mercedes are 25 points. HBH Racing in the last BMW are on 21 points, and Huma Racing is on 9 points with their Renaults. Their drivers are Husa and Math Gamer. Those two close in the race together.
Yep, and I was going to say there, look at that. Where we approach last 10 laps in this race, it's Kamikaze that's struggling. They're feeling a bit of pressure.
The tyre wear is on accelerated, so sorry, I'm off there.
No, I thought it'd be the other way about, but just check this out.
Even more controversial if Alamax becomes the lead contender and Kamikaze only finishes 3rd. Definitely spice up the order then.
Oh, there's a drop of rain as well. Does that look like rain there?
Any finish in this race, in this league, will give you a point, which is fortunate. So just seeing the checkered flag, you'll land yourself at least 1 point, which is makes it always worthy of finishing. But yeah, as you said, there is rain coming down on the track now. With 10 laps to go, that's definitely going to spice things up. Here we go. Yeah, some rain on the camera as well. So
yeah, I can see it. Maybe getting heavy here.
This may bring the field closer together, and they're going to have to watch themselves I'm not sure if the tyres they use are all weather or they are race tyres, because that means they may have to pit for some wet tyres. Not race tyres, slicks, but anyway. Yeah, that is Kamikaze pitting then.
No, sorry, it's Sanders. The pit first.
And here we go. I believe he will be pitting onto some wets. He has Honda CTS behind him. The rain coming down very heavily now, so the random slot definitely mixing up the game and making for an interesting race.
Let's see if Al's sliding about here. And the thing is, you've got to make sure you get the right tyres on. It's a long stop, so that suggests that there is tyres.
And it looks like Team Rack are double stacking in the pits.
Yep, that could be dangerous. Here they come now. The Dennis coming in.
Yep. And there's Red coming into the pits as well.
Who's just staying out?
Strange choice there. Maybe feels like he is faster on the dry tyres right now.
What's Gav doing? See what these guys do. They're staying out as well.
Once the pit stops are finished, we have to see what the order looks like now, because
oh, that's somebody spun in the pits as well there.
Ooh, I didn't catch that with my eyes.
I just see it. But again, you can't get a good view in the pits. Yeah, we need to see what this is like once it's pit stops. They're all shaken down. These two are still sitting in the pits.
Very heavy. And Shvami, I don't think he's pitted yet. Still, oh no. That is Gavra, I don't think he's pitted yet during the race. Honda CTS is just, oh no, never mind. So I'd say he was half a second off Octane, but that's changing. You can see a lot of spray coming off the tyres now. Very, very wet conditions indeed. There he goes into the pit lane.
Yeah, they're getting out. Honda's go. Anders, we're watching the car, he did get in the pits.
And
there's a fight at
Kamikaze. And well, it looks like Alamax battling it out, trying to avoid contact here. Still, and it looks like Kamikaze is made out on top there, and he's going to defend for the chicane. Now the gap between him and Anderson is just 1 second now, which is not what it was earlier, so definitely coming closer together. Now it's just a question of who is faster in these wet conditions. Octane apparently leading the race. I don't think he's pitted yet.
Yeah, I think that's him just coming out the pitch just now.
Yeah, and we are returning back to the main order. I think if they haven't pitted yet, they're pitting now.
Here he is.
And you can see just how much spray is coming off the back of these tyres.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't get too bad for the cameras, or we'll definitely need to go to the cockpit. And even then...
There's lots of standing water on the track now. And Anderson is receiving lots of pressure from Kamikaze from behind.
Yeah, they're struggling into that corner, trying to slow the cars down.
Who is
especially that Merc at the back, yeah, that Octane.
In these wet conditions now. Oh, and it looked like that Shvami nearly going a bit too wide there. Or,
yep.
No, not Shvami, the person behind Bennett. And
yeah,
Shvami does go wide there, though. Bit of a commentator's curse here. But Kamikaze is gaining time rapidly on Anderson. And it looks like the gap's just 2 tenths, and Kamikaze has gotten ahead of Anderson.
There's a fight here.
They're going to be
watching the other one.
So close. And it looks like Anderson's going to try and get his nose in there, but he's not close enough. Heading towards Sector 3. Down the back, the secondary, smaller straight.
Oh, and he's made a mistake there as well. He's struggling into that one. But then he's just, the gap appears again. One of the problem with red as well, yeah. Coming up for six laps to go as well, and you get a disconnection. It's like unlucky.
Like Gavra and Anderson still remaining about the same distance between each other. This is Gavranovich, currently in 10th position. And it looks like Kamikaze is pulling away from Anderson with just over about 6 laps to go.
Oh, somebody pushing there.
The monster car nearly going way too wide there, and he cuts a bit too much of that corner, I think. And yeah, it looks like Kamikaze has claimed the lead. And there is a lot of front bumper flapping about there from Harry Bennett, so it looks like he's had some
that was his earlier one, but anyway, it maybe never get fixed. It's Matty's in the pits. Last game up.
And he's got, yeah. Again, following behind then. This is Kamikaze leading the race onto the main straight, and he's increased the gap between himself and Anderson by about 1.5 seconds that lap, which is quite a significant rate.
Yeah, he's obviously enjoying the wet tyres. It's just that one corner. He seems to be losing a bit of time in.
Very entertaining driving from the races, so tonight though we've been very entertained. And some relatively clean races. There's been a few incidents. And the
yeah, that looks a tricky corner in those conditions. As Anders is finding out there as well. All the drivers just maybe struggling to keep it on the track rather than get involved in any fights.
This is Mateo, and
yep, he's away out himself there.
The helicopter angle of this short little straight. And yeah, Kamikaze pulling away rapidly from Anderson. The gap is now
4 seconds.
5 seconds.
Yep, this man clearly loves the rain.
Kamikaze even racing, you can only just about see his team.
Oh, and Sanders was really struggling there, yeah.
These wet conditions really making the cars unresponsive, as you can see.
Maybe just the driver style or the driver setup. Maybe Kamikaze likes a bit more ride height of that. Maybe his setting's just a wee bit better on the wet.
3 laps to go here in Catalunya, and it looks like Kamikaze is going to keep up his clean sheet, and I believe that's either Matteo or Matt Gamer in the pits right now. Not quite see.
Yeah, I think he's been in there for a while. Dennis is splashing his way around the corner. That's lovely driving.
Kamikaze is running away with the lead, and Strami almost having a bit of a moment there. This Kamikaze flashing his way down the straight, coming towards the end of it when his teammates just putting on to the beginning of it.
But as they hit the brakes, that's when you see the splash going up.
We're on the second last lap here, and this is Anderson in second, so these two drivers finishing first and second as they have done every year, every race so far, but that may change. Still have, I think, just enough time for something to potentially happen. And also, these wet conditions can induce some incidents. David then got disqualified, I believe. Because he
he's just getting. He does just coming through.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, he should get right out of the road here. As it's the start of the last lap.
Leaving a good amount of room, and yet, final lap of the race.
Got the chicane for the last time. There's Anders. Was he the problem? Nope, there he is. Through the chicane.
Here we go. Some very enjoyable racing tonight as we head into turn 8 with Kamikaze. He's not led the whole race.
Yeah, it's not been his normal out in front. He's had to work for it.
back in his position, but
oh, don't mess up.
actually having a bit of a moment there in the final corner. That would have been very unfortunate, but he's done very well driving across the track.
Yeah, there he is.
To celebrate his victory, and quite hard earned at that, and there he is. Loads of oversteer,
Yeah,
there he
loves
goes
it at the end.
around.
Loves to show the fans the donuts and the sliding. As Anders finished second.
Facing the complete wrong direction, you can watch as Anders cross the line, at least.
I think Almax has got to be happy with that. Up, change, steady.
The two drivers seem to be kissing in the middle of the track. Which really gets a room there.
Yeah, it's a shame you can't get a side shot of that. That's just showing off. Some of the cars are just coming through as well at the end. They'll be shocked to see this.
They've just had a bit of a shaky race. But anyway, he comes out in quite a good position to finish the race. 18 seconds left of the session. Very nice to see some lights flashing.
Yeah, there he goes. He's happy with that.
He flashes lights himself.
Well done, Dennis.
Very excellent racing this evening, and he goes around a nice Schwammy there, and lots of splashing on the track. He's gone in the barrier. This is Gavra about to get hit in the face by the other car. The pit box and the finish of the race. Kamikaze, followed by Anderson, Alamax, Octane, Honda, CTS, Mateo WRX, Dennis Meisner, Schwammy, Husa, Gavranovic, Harry Buddha, and Math Gamer rounding off the grid. 10 seconds between the top two there, I believe. And I think that, yes, Kamikaze setting the fastest lap by over a second.
Yep, yeah, he did that. Well, it'd be interesting to see what lap that was on. But yeah, that brings another great racing to an end. I don't know if we've got a break next week before we head into Côte d'Azur, but yeah, hope you can join us again for that.
Yep. Anyway, next time you'll see us in Monaco.
Yep, Côte d'Azur. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I think we'll call it a night there. And Hugo, thanks again.
Thank you.